In the plums.
In the plums indeed. Hello there, Albie-Wan here, along with a certain Mr. I May have Angel,
Hello, everybody.
who's just sprayed me in the plums, which sounds terrible. I'm not never going to use that sentence again. We are doing some more power wash simulating, taking on this
Yay!
big bugger. The big bugger. Ah, there. Right.
Well, let's face it, the last time we did it was quite a long time ago.
During the war.
So, I remember when I was injured in the war. Um, uh,
Uh,
Hang on a minute.
wang on a bit. What?
Hang on a minute.
Wang on a
No,
minute.
Hang on, what, sorry?
Wang on, wang off. What?
Hang on, wang.
I have no idea what you're talking about.
Okay. No, me neither. It always used to make us laugh at college when I was doing an IT course, and one of the he was a professor. He was a professor of astrophysics from Harvard, and all he
Hmm.
used to do was talk about Wang's deep penetration.
Okay. Was that a hit in the 80s, was it?
It was
Deep
in the late
penetration.
80s. It was
So
late
it,
in the
it, it, it
80s,
just
yes.
sounds like a band name. Wang.
It's got a certain wanginess to it, hasn't it?
Yes. Oh, there. Do 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 do. Oh, I'm cleaning the massive sword.
Ooh,
Oh, young man. I um I checked back the stream from the other evening, and yes, we've got the first quiz where it shows on the screen. The second quiz, it just shows like a menu bar thing. So I'm not going to upload that onto to YouTube, but it was good fun. So I found a bunch more quizzes. Had quite a few still
yep.
left over. And next week we'll do it properly with a bit more preparation and not H,
Yay!
not preparation H.
We always do things with a level of preparation that nobody else would.
Next time it'll be OK rather than KY.
Ooh, lubed up and ready to go.
I just fell off my sword.
You fell off your sword?
Yes. Right, okay. On to sword. Miss the sword. Back on the leg. Sit on his knee. Jump on his sword.
Ooh.
Please do not clip that out of context.
Well, if we would, it would be fun. I um
You are.
I was thumbing through Reddit the way us virtual thumbers do,
Hmm.
and I saw there was somebody with a stream deck
Yeah.
oh, using the buttons to trigger um
Girl. Mom.
the like the drop downs and stuff in Helldivers 2. So if they
Yeah,
wanted to
you
trigger
can
a
you
resupply,
can so just trigger just like do the things. I figure that's like kind of counter the concept of the game, so I do it manually. But you can get it to literally just sort of say, right, okay, this is like a hell bomb. We'll call down a hell bomb by pressing one button, and it like does it. Um, Other people will just memorize the codes and do it really quickly. I, on the other hand, haven't memorized any of the codes. I am quite inept at like typing them in quickly and under pressure, and I find that's funnier.
yes.
I just enjoy fucking it up.
I, Are we men or are we mice? Where are mice?
Ping, 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 ping. I'm cleaning his loincloth at the moment.
Whole lot of pinging going on.
Yeah, I was cleaning the loincloth and that general
Oh,
area.
oh,
And that general
the
area.
the flap. Yes.
The flaps.
Set your flaps to 15 degrees. Personally, I thought that was a bit warm, but you know.
Hmm. Yeah.
Yes.
Yes. Yes. Yeah.
One of the ways of when you were opening windows and closing them the other night for that quiz,
It was
what
focused on
you,
the first one that I opened, but it wasn't focused on Excel. It was focused on just the individual pages, unfortunately, which is why it
yeah, yeah,
didn't.
yeah.
Yeah, so I've got it literally just set now. I've changed it now, so it'll just literally like show whatever I'm seeing on the screen. It'll show. So when I'm like changing windows, it'll just change with me. I think that's probably just going to be
Ah,
the easiest
okay,
way of doing it,
okay.
because then whatever I see on the
Well,
screen is what it'll see.
hmm I was going to say, one way to do it would be to have like a virtual screen, like a digital screen, and anything you put, you just put on that, and it just permanently displays whatever you put on it. It's like the old
I get
OHP, the old
I
overhead
get that there are ways.
projection
I
things you
get
used
that
to
there are
get at
ways of doing
school,
it.
you
I
know?
get that there are ways of doing it. It just sounds so complicated, and I just prefer simplicity. And it's just like the simplest option is like I'll just have it sort of show if I'm changing a window or if I'm sending you a file, it'll show me sending the file. I'm fine with that. Yeah.
Okay, that's fine.
Yeah.
Whatever is
I think that will just
fine.
simplify things in all in all. Um, But yeah, so like I say, well, we've been like talking for like hours, going, oh, what's this? What's this? What's this? Blah 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 blah, and it'll be like just a screen of like various files listed on the page, and no one will know what the hell we were looking at. But we had fun. It was enjoyable. It was good fun. I like that.
We had joy, we had fun.
We did something in the sun,
Flicking
but
bogies.
we don't talk about that
What, flicking bogies?
or anything else.
Okay.
Yes. Ding, ding,
Ding.
ding,
Ding, ding, ding,
ding,
ding, ding, ding, ding, ding, ding, ding, ding,
ding,
ding.
ding. No, no, ding, ding, ding. No ping, no ping, ding, no ping, no ping. Right.
We are pingless for the moment, but
How
we'll
do I
have more
get out?
ping in a minute.
Right. Okay. I remembered how to get out of this chicken shit outfit. I have to like get on my belly and crawl, don't I? There we are. There we are. Okay. Cool. Ping, 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 ping.
Ping. Ping, dilly, ping, ping.
Pew, 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 pew.
Gave
Yes.
and a haircut. 2
Meow
pings.
meow. Matching the gas tank. Boom boom. If you've ever seen, I think it's what's eating Gilbert Grape. That's where I heard that one. That's where I heard that.
I have seen it once, if I remember
Yeah, it's
correctly.
Johnny Depp and Leonardo DiCaffeination.
George Clooney, isn't it?
I don't think George Clooney's in it, but it's Johnny Depp and Leonardo DiCaffeination in it.
Oh, okay, all right.
And it's
Yeah.
his autistic
In that case, I
brother,
haven't seen it.
like his,
I was
his
thinking of Brother, Where Art Thou? That's what I was
Oh
thinking.
yes, yeah, no, that is very good, and I want to watch. Actually, I'm gonna have to watch it again because I put it on DVD, and I love that film. It's so stupid. I love pretty much anything by the Coens. I've not seen so many of their newer films, admittedly, but like some of the classic stuff is bloody amazing. Um, yeah, Oh Brothers, just damn, we're in a tight spot. He gets me every time. Damn, we're in a tight spot. Oh dear. But yeah, no. What's Eating Gilbert Grape is about Johnny Depp and I believe it's his younger brother with autism. I think it is. It's been a long while since I've seen it. Um, and yeah, he has to basically look after him, and shenanigans happen.
It sounds awfully like a remake of Mice and Men, to be honest.
It's a strong possibility. This was probably in the 90s. Maybe may have even been the 80s, but I think
Yeah,
it was the 90s because
of Mice and Men was set in the
Leonardo would have been
American Depression.
Leonardo would have been quite young in the 80s, so it must have been the 90s. Leonardo Donatello. Still go right. There's dirt up there. Dirty boy, dirty, dirty.
Dirty Denzel. Oh God. Look, round here. Round here. That's it.
Round the outside.
Yeah.
Round the outside. Ping, ping. Is there more on the top or is it on the flat underside that I'm missing? I fell off.
Naughty monkey. Okay. Hey, ping. It was the machine and it went ping.
Ping!
And another
What's
one.
what's that
Hey.
for? That's the machine that goes ping.
It was ping.
Boom.
Oh, this is a dirty, dirty robot.
Uh-huh.
Although, strictly speaking, I don't know if you know about your Warhammer lore or anything at all.
I know you have
Um,
to respect his authority. That's law, isn't it?
Indeed, that's something like that. Yes.
Yeah.
But
I don't know a lot at all.
when a space marine
Loves another space marine.
basically and no, no,
No,
no, no.
no,
When a
okay,
space
right.
marine becomes incapacitated to the fact where they can no longer fight, they're put into one of these, but they're permanently wired into it like it's basically a huge walking coffin. They're effectively dead, but their brain's still controlling it.
God, that'd be a nightmare.
Yeah, well, it's the 40th millennium. No.
Yeah. Ping, 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 ping. Do, 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 do.
Come on, you swine. Come on.
Yeah, we be
Be nice. A bit. No. Come on. That's it. Come on. Just there. Or not, as the case may be. Fine.
trying to clean this dude's shoulder and he just doesn't want it clean. He just doesn't want to clean it.
Ping.
Ping,
Ping.
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 just gently tickling his nethers.
Yeah, I'm squirting my soapy liquid up into his shoulders.
Soapy, what have you been eating?
Well, you know, well,
I
it's 40th of the
don't, and I'm
day,
not
you
sure
know.
I want to.
No, I don't think I want to either. I do like that little oscillating one. It's really cool.
Yeah.
Hey, here's another bit. He's
And,
another bit. Look.
and another one. And another one. Did you get the shoulder? No, shoulder's still filthy. Filthy, filthy, filthy.
I'm just hitting as many bits as I can, basically, from here. And then I'll adjust and go up a level and do it from there as well. In fact, I'm going
I fell over.
up the ladder, up the ladder. That's it.
Ladder? What's that? High
Yeah, I
tech,
know.
high tech,
You and
high tech nonsense.
your acrobatic nonsense, as they call it in Mission Impossible 2. Yeah. Or was it some yeah, yeah, some gymnastic heroics or
Jim
insanity or
Rowick's.
something?
Jim Rowick's.
Yeah. You know what? I am going to put a longer nozzle on, a longer extension on.
Alright. Trying to make me feel bad. It's cold, okay?
Well, it's all this water, you see. Now, you know, as is the way with these weekend um, uh, streams we do.
Hmm.
I wondered, what have we been watching recently?
Um, recently I've been watching a lot of the same old things. Um, I saw. Oh, I before it disappeared off Amazon Prime. I think it's probably gone now. I did watch Highlander 2.
Oh, you poor man!
Once every 30 years is pretty much my limit. So yeah, Highlander 2. And
It's
and
awful.
I made it all the way through without switching it off. But it's
Oh,
just the way
fucking
it's just
hell!
the way that clearly whoever made that had never seen the first film because they undo all of the actual lore that was made in the first film.
Yep.
It's like so oh it's like it's like 500 years ago it's like blah 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 this happens yeah. It's like they send them back and send them to Earth. It's like okay 500 years ago you send them back to Earth, but in the present day it's 500 years since Connor McLeod came to Earth. Okay, yeah. So how come
Yep.
Sean Connery got sent back further? So is it a time travel machine as well as a transport machine? Because
Yes, it is.
that's never made clear. It's like,
Yeah.
but why send them back to two different times if they're going to meet anyway?
To
Send
force them to find it.
send
Well,
them to
do force
different
them to.
send them to different bloody planets. If you don't want them to meet,
Mm,
you know, it make the logic of it makes no sense.
no,
And
I totally agree.
there were so many plot flaws in it. It was just terrible. But I disconnected my brain and I enjoyed watching it for the last time in in the next 30 years.
And no, you don't have to.
Well, I've got 30 years until I have to watch it again.
Well, you could just like go back and do a reset and watch Highlander again, the first one.
Oh, like I said, I've got that on um Apple TV, so yes, I easily can.
Awesome.
Like I say,
I
I don't regard Highlander 2 as canon. Let's put it like that because it's just
No, they
stupid.
don't either. It's the
Yeah.
whole reason Highlander 3 and the TV series exists
But then why
that
call
they
it Highlander 3?
completely.
If you don't regard Highlander 2 as canon, then why call it Highlander 3? You know what I mean?
Yeah, well, I believe wasn't it called
The Reckoning or something.
the third Highlander movie? Wasn't it called
The
um
Reckoning or something.
the magician or
I
the
honestly can't.
sorcerer?
I've never seen the third one, so I honestly couldn't tell you.
It's got Mario Van Peebles in it.
Vario Man Pebbles. Oh no.
Yeah, good old man Pebbles.
Vario Man Pebbles. Sorry, that was the name I always had to call him because it was so ridiculous. Um, yeah, okay, so it's got Vario Man Pebbles. Okay.
And every time he swings the sword, it looks like he's like getting ready to like sort of smash a golf club.
He was not a good actor.
No.
I mean, I saw quite a few of his films, don't get me wrong, but they were all like the ex rental DVDs that I'd found out the outside of Blockbuster Video back in the day in the bargain tray.
Yes. Those are
Every
the
last one.
that's generally the kind of thing, you know.
The thing is, like I say, every now and then you'd find a little gem which you'd really enjoy, like American Yakuza, which I really enjoyed. I used to love that film. I don't know if I'd necessarily think it was as fantastic now if I watch it because it probably was quite cheesy and a bit dopey, but that's where I first saw Viggo Mortensen,
Ah, okay.
and it's like, okay, yeah, I'm a Viggo fan, and then it's like, he's being cast in Lord of the Rings. What? Yeah.
Yes.
So yeah, it's like excellent, and yeah, it's a
Um,
little known film, but he was good in it because he was good enough.
yes.
He was good enough in it that I recognised the name when it got mentioned later on. Years after.
Oh yeah, I mean Lord of the Rings has set him up so bloody well now.
Oh, definitely, yeah. But like I say,
He's
I knew of him before he was the one.
I I have been watching SAS Rogue Heroes.
I thought you say SAS Roadkill for a second there. SAS Rogue Heroes,
No,
okay.
yeah,
They don't keep the roadkill.
on
Okay.
BBC Two
Hmm.
normally, but it's on iPlayer and stuff. And they're on season two, and the first season was talking all about the forming of the SAS from I think basically the most unhinged people they could find. Um, the
So why didn't
second
they ask us?
series, well, yeah,
Oh,
you
they
know,
didn't find us. They didn't find us. Right. Okay. Yeah. Got. Yeah.
uh,
They'll never find us.
um, the second series is based on the actual some of the actual like operations that they did because they're the ones that um, liberated Sicily, worked up the boot of Italy, if you like, kicking Germans' ass, kicking and screaming back into Europe.
Hmm.
And I've got one more episode to watch. It is bloody. It's so well written. It's it's absolutely
Ah,
fantastic.
trying to push me off.
But it. Oh, did I? Sorry.
Nearly.
Um, well, sometimes it's a hard watch,
Hmm.
but
It's what I keep saying about Band of Brothers. I take it you haven't watched all of Band of Brothers yet.
I haven't watched all of Band of Brothers. No, if I'm
So
really
disappointed.
honest, I have
So
watched
disappointed.
some. I know.
It's
Everybody's
amazing.
disappointed in me most of the time, but that's kind of um, that's the sort of reason I mentioned SAS Rogue Heroes.
Hmm.
Give season one a go. on iPlayer and see if you like it. And
I have
I've
got
got
like
to
a long list
say,
of. I've also got a long list of things that I've actually not even started yet. I mean, I've seen episode one of Supernatural. That's overwhelming because there's just so much of it left to watch. That's one of the reasons it's like you know makes me struggle to actually like get into that. Is because it's like I've seen episode one. Okay, quite enjoyed it, but there's so much to commit to. Um,
oh yeah, yeah,
so
definitely.
just this evening I started Cross,
Sorry.
The Alex Cross TV series on Amazon Prime. Cross.
Oh, okay. Right, 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 right. Got you.
So I've seen the first two episodes of that. Quite enjoying that. I remember was it Along Came a Spider? With
I'm not.
with uh thingy More Than Three Man. Where Morgan Freeman was Alex Cross, and yeah, I quite enjoyed that as a film. It felt almost like a spiritual sequel to the character he played in Seven. It was very sort of similar to like dark, sort of like murder mystery type thing, and a very similar character for him. But obviously, Seven wasn't actually part of the James Patterson novels. Um, but yeah, I remember quite enjoying Along Came a Spider when that came out. And James Patterson's quite
Okay.
a he's quite a renowned like mystery writer.
Yes, he is. Yes, definitely.
I know that because
Um,
I know that because he releases about 4 or 5 books every single year from working on the actual book department at Sainsbury's. Um,
yeah. Um, have you been watching any of Reacher?
see, um, two things have put me off that. One, the Tom Cruise film, which was bloody awful and
Ignore
made me
both of
fall asleep.
those.
Yeah, he made two of them, did he?
Yes.
Jesus Christ, I didn't realize he got a sequel. Fucking hell. Um, the other thing that puts me off is having tried to actually read one of those books, and it annoyed me.
Okay.
It actually the way is it Lee Child?
Yeah.
He actually wrote like I would have done when I was about 3. I hated the
Oh
style of
dear.
writing on there. It's like you walked into a room. There was a man. The man smiled. He smiled back. He then started to grimace. Oh, but then he reached in his pocket. It was a gun. A gun. Oh, a gun. It was like fucking. It's like really. It's like it's trying to ramp up tension with like really short sentences and really it's like fast paced. It's like oh fuck off. It really wound me up. It's like you're just sat in a fucking bar, mate. Seriously, learn to write fucking sentences that actually have a start, a middle, and an end. Oh yeah, no, I didn't like that. Like I say, I don't get me wrong.
uh,
I bet the TV series is better because it's not doing that shit. But nonetheless, it annoyed me.
well, I was thinking of sort of tie-ins about different things that we've talked about. The
Hmm.
guy that plays Jack Reacher in the series
Hmm.
was in Smallville,
Okay.
and
I
he
probably could
played
remember some of that.
he played Aquaman
Oh
in
God,
Smallville.
yeah. I remember hating Aquaman in Smallville.
Yeah,
So that's not a good
yeah,
start.
yeah, yeah, yeah,
It's like
yeah.
fuck
But
off.
he's about 6'4", 6'5", something like this.
Hmm.
And there's one bit where there's an adversary in there
Anemone.
called Paulie,
Hmm.
who is a Dutch wrestler who is about 7'3". He literally stands head and shoulders above Reacher. He is the
He's a reach
scariest
above.
piece of meat I've ever seen in my life. Inc- Absolutely devastating,
So
I
there's
reckon.
Reacher and then there's Overreacher.
Yes, indeed.
Oh dear.
And do you watch it? Have you watched the Expendable movies?
I think I've tried to watch the first one,
Okay.
and I'm pretty sure either I turned it off or I fell asleep. I can't remember which.
Well, same result, really, isn't it?
Hmm.
Let's be honest.
Like I say, there's lots of
Same
films I enjoy.
difference.
Don't get me wrong. There's lots of films I enjoy watching that I fall asleep to. But that's not the be all and end all. Jesus Christ! My phone started talking at me. Shut up! No, go away, phone. Piss off. Stop listening to me. Stop listening to me. I'm being observed. Jesus Christ. I have no idea what I said to actually spark that off, but it just started flaming chatting to me. Have a look at these pictures, it says. It's like, no, no Google, I will not look at these pictures. This is
No,
me.
thank you.
This is me in my underwear.
Yes.
Okay.
This is from
Checking.
the album Dick Pics.
Just checking. It's still not still listening in. Oh Jesus. I suppose you can probably hear one half of the conversation and think it's filling in the rest of it.
Right, battle cannon body.
Well, was
That'll be it.
Yeah, that's what I was
That
actually
was
trying.
that.
That was the little crevice I was trying to get to. That sounds right.
Chest heavy stubber mount.
Heavy sub amount.
Apparently, Mrs. Angel, she's doing jigsaw puzzle, 3D jigsaw puzzles in VR,
That's
and
something.
she just told me that she's building an elephant's testicles.
Building elephant testicles.
Yeah, it's like it's a 3D jigsaw puzzle. And you have to put it together,
I was
and
gonna say, if it's in VR, if it's in VR, do you actually have to grab the testicles?
Did you grab
Ooh.
his testicles? Oh, she grabbed him by the tail, apparently.
And squeezed.
Yeah.
But yeah, like I said, those are the reasons I don't watch. I haven't tried Jack Reacher anyway. Is
Oh,
that
never mind.
the film with Tom Cruise was pretty bad, and the books themselves, or the one book that I tried, I don't know if his writing style improved or if he got better at it as it went along, but that was,
He was able to get himself another set of crayons.
yeah, that didn't make me think he was worth carrying on with. I got
Oh, shame.
literally got about a page and a half in, and that was like this is done. I'm done. I'm done with this. This is horrible.
Okay, we need the cockpit hatch porthole.
I'm trying to get the pop kit short hole or whatever it was, but it's up there somewhere, and it's just a case of really awkward to get to.
It's here.
I can see little bits that are like flashing yellow. Don't get me wrong, but
Hey! The cockpit hatch railings, which I think must be these little darlings. There's the railings.
We are railing. Head cables.
Head cables.
I've got some of them.
Sorry, Mrs. Angel, what was that? Check my messenger when it goes ping. I shall wait for it to go ping.
What's that for?
You heard it go ping, did you? Because I didn't.
I'm going to fall again.
Okay, yes, that is most definitely. I shall forward that along. So,
Is it a testicle?
young Misty. No, of course not. No.
Okay,
I
thank God for
wouldn't
that.
think like that.
Whoa.
You see if you can get the head cables. and I'll have a go at the auxiliary pistons.
Um, yep.
You got
Head
the head
cables.
cable.
Lower leg. Auxiliary. Pistons. Piston? Pissed off.
It's these side pistons here.
That one's clean. That one's that one's clean. Boom
Hey!
shakalak.
Boom, shakalak. Nicely done. We did most of it previously, so
Yeah.
but we
Oh, hang on. Hang on.
Thunderhawk, shall we?
Bloody thing. Jesus. Sorry, excuse me. Can you hear me still?
Yeah.
Yeah. Can you still hear me?
Yes.
Cool. Okay. Just wanted to check it hadn't muted me again because the app does that when it goes full screen and then back to non-full screen. Wow, it's actually dragging me along. Normally it would disconnect me when it does this when you change maps. They've obviously made some updates to that then.
Yes, it would appear so, wouldn't it?
Because yeah, usually when you change a map or when the person who's in charge changes a map, it sort of kicks everyone and then you have to rejoin again. Like I say, I know they're always improving it, and I'm looking forward to the new DLCs that are coming out.
Better cracking power wash, eh?
Wensleydale.
Indeed.
Yes.
They do have an awful lot of DLC for this because, you know, they're
It's a
they're,
popular
they're not.
franchise.
Yeah. Yeah, and Mrs. Angel says that they got a VR version as well.
Yes, unfortunately, they've discontinued production of new stuff for it because they were spending more money on it than they were actually making back, unfortunately,
Yeah,
which
not
is
every,
understandable.
the same, the vast proportion of the people that are going to be using their DLC are going to be the ones that don't have VR, you know?
Exactly, yeah, yeah. Yeah, it was too costly to keep doing it, given that they were not making the money back from that particular section of the company. Which is a shame for people with VR, but there is some that's available, and it still will be available to them.
Yeah, well, Mrs. Angel is currently in the throes of
Don't
trying to
finish that
get
sentence.
a Meta Quest 3.
Right, okay, okay.
He wants a new toy. Wants it all nice and shiny.
A new toy. Can I play? Did you get the reference? No, I didn't think so.
No, sorry.
Robocop.
Was it? Oh, bloody hell.
Yeah.
My
A
mind
new
is not working.
toy. Can I play? And then he blows up his car with the new gun that he's just shown
Oh, yes.
him.
Yes. I believe so. Yes.
Excellent.
Yes. Yeah, excellent.
Do, 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 do,
This is
do.
going to take some canoodling, isn't it?
This one did take a while when I first did it, as I recall, yes. Do, 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 do.
I've also been, I wouldn't necessarily say I've been forcing myself, but I've been intrigued to try and work out where um, they went wrong with Stargate Universe,
Um,
which Have you seen any of Stargate Universe?
No.
Right. Okay. You're familiar with the seventh symbol, are you?
Is that the one with where it's like the stick man with his hand in inappropriate places?
Yeah, it could be. Yeah.
Yeah.
Basically, when they're dialing a Stargate, this is for Stargates for Dummies. You need 7 points,
Oh.
which are usually star systems,
Yeah,
and
yeah,
it
yeah.
creates a three-dimensional point in space, and then you have a point of
Apparently, but it
origin, the
wouldn't.
seventh symbol.
It wouldn't, but yeah,
Uh,
apparently it did. Yeah.
you know what I mean.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Um, but when the Stargate Atlantis came, because Atlantis
They
obviously
started entering
was
area codes.
that basically, yeah, they went to an eighth symbol. Um,
God, that means they're going to have to
and
change the
they,
entire phone book. Jesus Christ. For
no, it gets
everyone.
better, it gets worse than that.
I remember when they did that in the
Um,
80s.
oh yeah, yeah, I remember as well. I remember
Adding the
when
extra
London
one.
used to be O1.
Yeah, yeah. Sorry, I'm taking you away from your story.
That's all right. When they found the city of Atlantis, Atlantis was obviously an enormous
Drunk.
spaceship city.
A massive drunk.
Okay,
Yeah, yeah.
that left Earth 10,000 years ago and was parked in the Pegasus galaxy.
Good choice.
And
I'd go there as
the
well.
ancients, yeah, well, apart from the Wraith, it's a lovely place. Um, but essentially, somebody looking through some old text somewhere discovered that there was actually a ninth symbol, and when they used it,
It
it
gave them all the
created a
adult
link.
lines.
No, it
Oh, wait, no. Sorry. Am I...
it created a wormhole
Hmm.
to a 50,000-year-old ancient ship called the Destiny,
Uh-huh.
um, which obviously looks completely different to any of the architecture or anything that they've used up to this point.
Made out of straw?
And no, 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 no.
Sticks? Made out of brick?
It had been spending the last 50,000 years flying at light speed out of the universe.
Got a bit lost. I do that sometimes myself.
Yeah, no, but you just usually go around about 3 times and then you find where you're supposed to be going.
Everyone makes
Yeah, with
mistakes.
them,
Let's not judge. Come on.
yeah, yeah. Well, it was really panned at the time, Stargate Universe,
Hmm.
because they ended up on this ship and they couldn't get off, and they had to find their own food, their own water. They had to work out how, to power different parts of the ship. They had to work out because it was all written in ancient anyway, like the databases. So they got information from
Hmm.
that. But it's a question of working everything out. And then you've got some people that want to go one way, and then you've got other people that want to go another way, and then you've got some people saying, "Well, let's dial home," and everybody else saying, "But you can't because the ship will explode." That kind of thing. It was
Yeah.
very confrontational, and each episode is very slow.
Yeah.
Daddy, 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 daddy,
Slow.
daddy, 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 slow.
Slow.
Which is a shame because Stargate Atlantis being my favorite TV series of all time, um, going from something that was that was more popular than SG-1, you know,
Hmm.
although they didn't do anywhere near the number of episodes. They only did 5 series, whereas with SG-1, I think they did about 11 or 12 series.
I think it was 10. But
10
then they
and
made a
the
few
movies.
films. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
I only ever
the
saw
Ark
up
of
to
Truth
part. I
and
saw partway through series 8. I saw. So no, I saw all of, up to series 8. I saw part of series 9. Later,
Right.
years later, I saw like some of Series 9, and
They were dealing with the Ori at that point, yes?
yeah, I didn't like the new enemies as much. I just found them kind of annoying. I think I didn't like it. I didn't hate it. It's just a case of it's like we're starting again from fresh. It's Series 9.
Yeah, it was a little bit.
Rewrite the scripts. Rewrite the
And
entire phone book. Yeah,
let's get everybody that was in Farscape that was any good.
yeah.
Let's get them in here for
Like I
this.
say,
Yeah.
I'm a big fan of Ben Browder. Don't get me wrong, and I like Claudia Black as well.
Yep.
Um, but it didn't grab me as much as the earlier series, mainly because
No.
the characters I'd enjoyed and liked, half of them had gone or were in like minor roles by that point. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah.
It's changed, isn't it?
It's
It's changed when they change a big format
yeah.
and they change a lot of it in one quick swoop. Like I say,
But when they
When
yeah.
Daniel Jackson left and they replaced him with Blokey, I forgot his name now. Corey Nemec is it or something? Did I,
Yeah.
did I say I forgot his name and then just say it? Yeah, of course I did.
Yeah,
Um,
you forgot his name and then immediately remembered it.
yeah, and then I remembered. Doctor Who. Um, yeah, like I say, when they replaced him, so that, like I say, that was one of my favourite characters disappearing, but it was a small change, and I lived with it, and I enjoyed it, and then he came back again. Um, Spoilers. Um, I'm sure anyone who's wanted to watch Stargate has probably watched it by now, and you know. But
Oh yeah. Yeah, I think we're beyond spoiler territory at this point.
yeah, yeah, it's been gone from the TVs about 20 years, so yeah, spoilers. Um, but
There's still not anything as good, you know?
mm, it's just finding things that are original enough and actually entertaining enough.
Well, they stopped The Expanse, didn't they?
Yeah, I mean, I never really got into The Expanse in the first place. I saw probably about 4 or 5 episodes of that, and then I saw about 4 or 5 episodes of that again when I tried to re-go through it again, and it's like, okay, still not getting any further in this series. It didn't grip me. Maybe it just starts off slow. Don't get me wrong, but yeah, it didn't quite capture me as much as I'd hoped it would have done. Um, doesn't mean it was bad. It's just a case of it was like other things obviously just distracted me, and then I didn't go back to it.
Yeah, well, you know, we're always distracted by something shiny. We know we are.
Sparkly card.
We're
Yeah.
human beings. We're also magpies, and we love shiny things. But when
Shiny.
something new comes along, we're easily distracted.
Yeah. It's like
Part,
I was watching, as I said, Cross earlier, and I've seen the first 2 episodes and quite enjoying it. There's every chance I might not make it to the end of the series because something else might try and catch my attention, and I'll be drawn to that and forget that that exists. But you know, there's every chance I might watch it, that it exists, but it seems okay from the beginning anyway.
yes. I was thinking, is this Warhammer TV series still gonna happen?
I think they've started production or started writing it now. Finally, I think I saw comments in the last couple of weeks where they said that they are actually now moving ahead with it.
Like they finally got to a point where Henry Cavill was happy with it.
Henry Cavill slapped them enough to actually make them see sense.
Yeah. Stop rewriting the mythos.
Stop,
All the
collaborate, and
hand
listen.
fans will hate you.
Hmm. Yeah,
It's
it's
they are
one reason I couldn't
like
watch.
any dedicated fan base. They are feverishly devoted to their favourite
Yeah, it's like I could never start the Halo TV series because I just know it's going to be stupid and annoying. It's like the Judge Dredd film. It's like, hey, they finally
yeah
made a film of Judge Dredd. Why is he not wearing his fucking helmet?
yeah
I love the Carl Urban one because it's like, you know, he didn't have the ego of Stallone, and it's like, yeah, I'm fine with just wearing the helmet for the entirety of the fucking film and no one recognizing me or knowing who the fuck I am. Cool, thank you, sir. Well done.
Yeah,
Still get paid,
took
you
it
know what I mean?
seriously.
Still gets paid. Still gets his name on the credits and on the actual box of the DVD and on the posters. His name's there, and he's in it, and he's paid for it. It's just the ego where it's like, I have to be on the screen and I have to like not be able to be beaten in any fights. You know,
Yeah,
I love Carl Urban. He's such a fantastic actor. He really is.
nice guy too, apparently.
Yeah, you just seen it. Yeah, yeah. I've never met the bloke, but I've always seemed like he can take the piss out of himself as much as anyone can. Yeah, yeah. I've always regarded him as quite a chameleon because he's one of those actors that appears in the film and you think he looks familiar because he looks different in pretty much every single role he plays. You can
Yeah,
recognise him, but because he looks so different from one role to the next, it sometimes takes a moment. It's like, is that Carl Urban?
yeah, I know what you mean.
Yeah.
There, if you want a film of his that I wouldn't necessarily say it's a good film, but it's
You're not gonna
something
say Doom, are you?
different.
You're not gonna say Doom, are you?
Priest.
All right, okay. I think I did. I start that. Is that one with Oh god, I'm gonna try and remember another name here that I can't remember. Um. Shit. Dude that played Vision, British actor.
Yeah, I think it is. Yes, it is.
Paul
Yes,
Bettany. Paul Bettany.
yes, yep,
I think I
it
started that
is.
one, and I probably fell asleep.
Oh dear.
It's not a commentary on the films. It's a commentary on me being an old fart and sort of, you know, for one thing, you know, just having a really broken sleep pattern.
Yeah, it really buggers you up.
Yeah.
I I know that for a fact. You know, once I wake up, I can't get back to sleep most of the time.
Hmm.
Then I end up at 4 in the morning, going
Ouch. Ouchie, ouchie.
yeah,
Yeah. Sometimes I'm still up at 4 in the morning, but
yeah.
trying to sort of break that sort of habit if I can. But Jesus Christ, look at the time. No, I'm joking. Um.
You just make a routine of it, don't you? You try
Yeah.
at least.
Yeah.
Michelle can always, Mrs. Angel, sorry, can always tell when I'm tired because I sit in the chair and I put one hand inside the other, like I'm sort of making a fist type thing,
Hmm.
and then my left eye starts to close. I bring my hands up under my chin to support my face, and then after that, um, 3 minutes later, I'm asleep.
Hmm.
So usually, I then get before that happens, I get a poke from Mrs. Angel, and she says, "Go to bed. You're
I
tired."
I get the
"Oh, I'm
impression
not tired."
I don't know any of my tells, but I get the impression that my tell for when I'm about to doze off is I look like Ace Rimmer after he's just dislocated his shoulder. I'm going to do something a bit sissy now. I'm going to pass out. Ah. That was embarrassing.
Sorry about that.
No, I don't look like Ace Rimmer. I haven't got sunglasses
Oh.
or the
There's
hair
a
or the hair.
there is a friend of ours who he went through a period of doing a lot of cosplay,
Hmm.
and the two best ones he did Ace Rimmer,
Hmm.
complete with the wig and the gold jacket, the
And the
works.
crocodile.
I don't know if he had the crocodile, but knowing him, he probably did. And the other one he did was Jareth from Labyrinth.
Oh, I saw a Jareth. Was it Wales Comic Con? Must have been Wales Comic Con a couple of years back. He had like the crystal ball as well. He was like basically
Yeah,
he stood in like the foyer of where everyone was obviously waiting to go in, and he was like he'd already like got in there and he was like just like
it
stood
was
there for a moment,
he
and he had like
playing with his balls.
he had I think he had a Yoda backpack. It was something on his backpack. I'm pretty sure it was Yoda or something like that.
Hmm.
Like he had like a mini Yoda on his back, Um, and I just walked up and said, "Excuse me, is it okay to get a picture?" He's like, "Yeah, yeah." And he's like reached into his pocket, grabbed out the crystal ball, and so just held it up like David Bowie did. And it's like, "Thank you, superb, excellent." Yeah, like I say, most of
Well,
them, like I say,
yeah.
are like perfectly happy for you to like take pictures of them because they've come there, they've made the effort, and they're happy for people to like observe them and actually see that they've actually recognised. I suppose probably recognising the cosplay is one thing.
That's the thing. I know he was working on a Helsing cosplay.
Right,
You know
okay.
what Helsing is?
I know Van Helsing.
Well, it's kind of it's based off of some manga.
Hmm.
Okay,
Is
where
oh, is Van
the
Helsing before he bought the van? Right, okay. It
no,
was just bicycle
no,
Helsing. Bicycle Helsing? No.
it was Van Helsing, I think it was,
Hmm.
um, who formed this underground organization in the UK that fought vampires and demons.
Hmm.
And the greatest thing he ever did is he captured and tamed his own vampire,
Okay.
who was used as like an agent to eliminate other vampires. And he had two enormous, bloody enormous handguns. One called
Nice.
Castle and the other one called Jackal, firing 13 millimeter explosive tipped bullets made from a silver cross from a church.
Hmm.
Um, it really does kick ass. The series. I'll send you a link to something.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Um, it's
Did you say it's a
fantastic.
manga? Was it
Well, well,
sort of like a
it is
anime?
anime,
Yeah, yeah,
so
yeah.
it's based on the manga books, the original
Right. Okay.
books.
Yeah, yeah.
Um, and there are actually two different series. There's the original Helsing, which after the third disc goes completely off the rails and does something completely different.
Yeah.
And then you've got Helsing Ultimate, which actually follows the books,
Fair
follows
enough.
the original books, and it is oh, there are so many good things in there. It's just like that's awesome.
Hmm.
When you used to their pet vampire and
There, Pet
one of their
Vampire. Yeah.
agents used to fight because the Nazis found how to make their own undead,
Just by killing
and
people
they
probably
would.
helps. Yeah,
Yeah, well, yeah, probably part of it.
yeah,
And
yeah.
they were fitting them out of soldiers and sending them into the field. And these the members of the housing organisation were going in and destroying them. They were keeping the supernatural balance.
Hmm.
Very, very good. I really recommend housing.
Yeah. Have you
But
ever? Sorry, sorry.
if I remember correctly, I think he stopped the housing cosplay because they made a rule that said anything cosplay wise that looks like a gun is not allowed.
Yeah, they keep saying so. You're not allowed swords, not allowed guns, and I keep seeing people with swords and guns and things like that going to these famous places. Like, so how strict are they with these rules? Because I don't understand if you're not allowed to do it, but then people do it and then they're fine with it.
Yeah, I know.
It's
It's a bit
bizarre.
shit.
Yeah.
It's very shit.
Do you have to just like send them a photo of it beforehand and get pre-approval, or what happens? I don't understand because they keep saying like, say, nothing that looks like an actual weapon. It's like, well, I saw quite a few people dressed as Blade and various other things like
Yeah,
that. Mm, you know,
yeah. You can get a lot of the all of most of the sort of recognizable swords and stuff. You can get the foam
and
versions
also,
now.
also, you can buy the damn things from the flaming shops in the bloody flaming foyers of half these flaming Comic Cons. So it's like, so
I've
you're not allowed to
got
bring a
one.
sword. You're not allowed to bring a sword, but you can buy one while you're there.
My wife
My
brought a
wife.
my wife brought a live katana to the Comic Con inside a fishing rod bag.
There was a Comic Con inside a fishing
And
rod bag. Wow, that must have been
no, no, no,
quite
no, no.
novel.
You know what? You
Yeah.
know what I mean.
Yes. Yeah.
To get Adrian Paul to sign it,
Hmm.
who was Duncan MacLeod from the TV series,
Yeah.
and he sort of he saw this bag over her shoulder and sort of had this worried look, and he went, "Did you come through Charing Cross?" He was, yeah, and he was just like, "Oh, sort of, oh shit. Okay, I'll sign it for you, no problem. Just hide it on the way back, for God's sake, because
Yes.
yeah,
Because
you would have had
that's
armed
because that's the
police
bait I
after you
used to
for
like
it."
kill my third victim. Yeah. Oh dear. But yeah, on the Van Helsing topic, have you seen Abraham Lincoln Vampire Hunter?
Yes, I have. Yes,
It's such a silly film.
yeah, with the extreme axe action.
It was
Yes.
so much better than I thought it was going to be. I expected. I
Well,
bought it
that's
at car boot
based
sale.
on manga as well, isn't it?
Probably. I bought it at car boot and expected it to be like pretty like naff. You know what I mean? Funny
Yeah.
possibly, but naff. Um, it was actually really quite good.
Yeah,
Unexpectedly
it's
so.
not a bad film at all.
And also Pride and Prejudice and Zombies was a big surprise as well.
Yes. Yeah, it's one of the ones that we were thinking about, I think. I don't think we ever got round to it. Pride and Prejudice and Zombies. Just never got round to it. I think
Yeah,
there's
silly ones.
far too many ladies in corsets, for Mrs. Angel's life.
That's fair enough, but like I
Which
say, they were prodding
which if you
nothing.
consider she's a goth is like sort of, a bit of an oxymoron.
Oh dear.
She doesn't want to see any heaving breasts in corsets.
I
Damn.
didn't see any heathen ones, no.
No. Lovely.
I don't remember it really being that focused on that particular subject either, really, to be fair.
Well, it's more about the zombies, wasn't it,
Yeah,
really?
yeah.
Let's be honest.
But no, I did quite enjoy that one. It was, again, like I say, surprisingly a lot better than I expected it to be. I thought it was going to be, like, put it on for 20 minutes and it's like, oh, God's sake, turn it off.
There is
Rest on. Tell you what.
there was a film that we saw while we were at a Wales Comic Con weekend because we stayed overnight up there.
Hmm.
Um, and is it Hungerford?
What is
Hunger,
where the
something
massacre
like that.
was?
Yeah, which has made the name very strange, but it's got nothing to do with that.
Oh, okay.
It's this guy who he's trying to do an art project for university, so he decides to video himself every day for a year, and at that point, people start getting attacked. They
Okay.
they there's something falls from the sky, and then people
Rain?
start getting.
Is it rain?
No, it's a meteor of some
Oh, okay.
description,
Meteor. It's meteor
and
than
that
rain.
far meteor, yeah. Um, yeah, and it's them sort of sneaking through. It goes from this sort of biopic type thing, and then it goes to them hunting for some bloody survival and working out how to defeat these creatures because there's a specific way you defeat them,
Of
which is really daft. But
course it is. Wouldn't be funny if it wasn't daft.
yeah, it's actually it was a film that he got film for finance for. They
Right. Okay.
actually
Yeah.
because he was doing it as part of his university arts degree or film degree, and so it's kind of all self-fulfilling really. And Film 4 decided to pay for it basically,
Bloody nice chaps.
and they did a follow-up to it as well.
Film 4 used to do some really good sort of like low budget sort of new artist sort of style movies. They did a lot of those in the early well, back in the 90s and the early 2000s.
Yeah,
It used to be I'd see
yeah,
like film four on it and think, oh, that's that's probably going to be quite good.
yes, exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah, but it was one of these things they had sort of like an exclusive showing of it. Obviously, it's available on DVD and all that, and on streaming platforms these days.
Hmm.
Um, but it was being shown at the Comic Con, and it was very much one of these. My back's killing me. I'm going to sit down for a little while, and the next thing I knew, I was sitting there an hour and a half later, thoroughly enjoying it.
Nice.
So I recommend it if you like yourself a zombie type movie with
I've
a
I've
bit of sci-fi and stuff thrown in.
been known to, but one that I would say possibly leave is The Dead Don't Die.
Oh dear.
It's a film I purchased quite a while back now on
I
Blu-ray when
bet.
it came out, and it's by Jim Jarmusch, and I liked a couple of his earlier films like Dead Man and Ghost Dog, Way of the Samurai. I quite enjoyed those, and I was expecting something along those lines. I wasn't expecting fourth wall breaks, and I wasn't expecting it to be anywhere near as slow, dull, boring, and annoying as it was.
Oh dear.
Watching it a second time through, I got through it finally, but it's very much one that splits the audience in like you love it, you hate it. Sometimes you have to watch it several times to sort of even remotely enjoy it. Type
Yeah.
films. Quite why they went with the fourth wall breaks, they could have easily got away without and actually made it a much better film for it. But it's like, how did you know it was going to
Yes.
happen? Oh, I read the script. Not just my parts, but also everyone else's as well. I read ahead. It's like, fuck off. It's got Bill Murray in it, and it's got Adam Driver in it. It's two of the main characters. And
Right. Okay.
and how can you ruin a film that's got Bill Murray in it? I mean, how does that work?
Yeah.
It's a challenge. It's been done before. Don't get me wrong. There are some that he's been in that haven't been great, but how do you do that?
Takes dedication.
Yeah, it takes a good effort.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Like I say, I didn't hate it as much the second time around, but the first time it pissed me off so much that it's like I'm switching this off.
Yeah. That's not good.
It's because obviously I was expecting one thing when I went into this film, and then they just start. Well, for one thing, like I say, the intro song. There's an intro song called "The Dead Don't Die." It's like, okay, fine, fair enough. Okay, you got a themed song that goes with the name of the film, and then every 30 seconds, someone starts playing it on their fucking radio, or they're picking out a record, go, "Hey, look at this! It's "The Dead Don't Die." Oh, it's like, seriously, we've mentioned the fucking film title 50 times, and we still haven't seen any fucking zombies yet. Please, fucking give it up.
Yeah.
We get the picture. Yeah, yeah. It's one of those things where it's like they didn't know when to stop. Yeah.
Just leave it already. Just
Calm
leave.
the
No, we can
fuck
get.
down.
We've got 3 seconds. We haven't got anything in. Come on, let's put some more music in it. No.
Yeah. And they had repeated lines of dialogue which were annoying and stupid and really poorly delivered. And it's just like,
Awesome.
yeah, it's like it was like a B movie. I've heard someone say on the forum that it was made as an homage to Plan 9 from Outer Space.
Stupid, stupid, stupid.
Stupid, stupid, stupid. Yes, you remember the one from the riff tracks. Yes, yeah,
Yes,
yeah.
of course.
And
Yes.
that was regarded as one of the worst films ever made. It's like, okay, you're making an homage to it, but like I say, if you're doing that, advertise it as such, and people will expect it to be shit. Don't expect us to
Yeah.
always like try and work out that it's supposed to be shit, and have to sort of go in there expecting a decent film and finding it's that.
Yeah.
I mean, Plan 9 from Outer Space. If I were to watch that, I'd go into it knowing it was shit, expecting it to be shit, and enjoying it because it was shit. I wouldn't go in expecting fucking
Yeah.
Shakespeare and fucking any bullshit like that. You know what I mean? Yeah, it's
That's
just
just stupid, stupid, stupid.
stupid, stupid, stupid. Yeah. Oh dear. never to return again. Oh my god. Yeah. Yes. I'm glad you remember that film. So at least you sort of got what it was about. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Dear oh dear. But yeah, like I say, that's one I wouldn't recommend. Although I've got the Blu-ray, I can actually send you the Blu-ray because I'm happy for you to keep it. Please, please keep it. Please take it away from
No,
me.
no, no, no. I've got so many. I've got so
Yeah,
many.
yeah, I know I have. I've even got quite a few
Bloody
I've not watched
right.
myself.
Yeah. I am Blockbuster. It's ridiculous.
Shut up, Blockbuster man! It's Rocky Robin, like
Oh.
God. Yeah, yeah, Rockies. The chocolate bar. Shut up, Blockbuster. I don't know. Just saying words now, really. Yeah.
Blah 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 blah. Blah, 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 blah. Blah, 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 blah. Charlie Brown, wasn't it?
It was, yes.
That's the one.
King
Whoosh.
Fafushka. Oh, I love cleaning the undercarriage.
Oh, lovely. You always go take it for a fly around the block and just like scrape a few asteroids, you know?
My brain's still trying to process something from what you were saying earlier. You were saying about the expanse, and I'm trying to process something that my brain was trying to sort of recall regarding something along the same sort of lines, and it's just not going anywhere. My brain is just like stuck on like skipping track, skipping track.
Yeah, I mean, the main problem what we were trying to get to was there's no decent sci-fi anymore.
I mean, there is some, but you really have to I mean, hunt for it. I'm just trying to think because I'm sure there was something I saw recently that was reasonably good. But my brain, like I say, I'm trying to sort of remember it, and I just haven't got the capacity to sort of draw that particular thing out at this time. Um,
Yeah,
I can't remember for the life of me what it fucking was. Just so stupid, 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 stupid. Oh dear,
it's exceedingly silly.
exceedingly silly.
We
Oh,
love exceedingly silly.
I can't even remember if it was a TV series or a film or a game or what the fuck it was I'm thinking of, but this is where it's like just an album that I'm thinking of, a music album. But, um, no,
All of a sudden, your genre lines have blurred, but the
yeah,
fact it's just a big smudge.
it was just something on a little like something drawn on a napkin that someone left behind. Yeah,
Yeah. That that bloody music quiz. I'm surprised I got as many as I did.
I'm surprised you got no, no, I'm
Con-
not. I'm not surprised you got as many as you did because you are quite knowledgeable of a lot of that stuff. I'm surprised I got as many as I did, and that it was as close as
Hmm.
it was. But yeah,
Yeah, yeah, it
When
was.
Shell chose the movie one, it's like you want to do the movie one. It's like okay, you realise you're always saying you can't remember whether you've seen half of these movies or not. Yeah, but yeah, no, it was. Like I say, I think everyone enjoyed themselves. I hope everyone enjoyed themselves.
I was and going back to my favorite TV program again. I was talking to Mrs. Angel about there was a convention in Chelmsford, I think it was in Essex,
Hmm.
and they had basically all of the main stars of Stargate Atlantis there,
All right. Yeah. Yeah.
everybody. And they also had Amanda Tapping because
Tap tap
she
tap tap tap
actually
tap tap.
commands the expedition. And I was saying to Mrs. Angel, I was saying I'd love to get a signature from Amanda Tapping or at least meet her. And she went, I've met her already. Uh,
What? Well, you've met her.
previously,
You've met her.
No, I didn't. I didn't. She was actually Michelle. Mrs. Angel was standing next to Amanda Tapping, and Amanda Tapping turned to her and went, "I really like you." She had this long. Mrs. Angel had this long leather coat on,
Hmm.
and Amanda Tapping turned to her and actually went, "I love that coat. That is fantastic." So Mrs. Angel got up close and personal and met Amanda Tapping, and I didn't at the time.
Rude.
And now, when I really want to get a bloody signature or just to meet somebody, I can't.
Rude.
And nowadays, it's getting really expensive.
Yeah.
Conventions.
Not getting any cheaper, that's for sure.
No. But what was? Tell me, what was your first thing you got signed by a quote personality?
Um, the first thing I got signed, well, it was when I was with you, wasn't it? But the first thing, other than the ones when I was with you at Norcon,
Yeah,
which would have been Chris Barry probably,
yeah.
or was it the Doctor Who's or was it Chris Barry? I can't remember. I've got a few bits from Doctor Who's and Chris Barry, Peter
You
Davison
got
and
your
after that.
psychic paper signed, didn't you?
Yes, yes, I did. Um, but the conventions I've done since, the first one I got, other than Norcon, was Mr. Shepherd, Marky Mark.
Ah, okay. Yes.
Yes,
Marky Mark and the Funky Bunch. Yes.
got my DVD of, sorry, my Blu-ray of Doctor Who season 6. I want to say it was the one.
Okay.
It was the one that he appeared in, basically. Kenton Everett Delaware the Third.
Mm-hmm. Yes, indeed.
Yes, and he signed it as CED3. Well, he signed it as himself,
Nice.
but obviously, with like CED3 underneath. Yeah, yeah. And I've got
Yeah.
that same Blu-ray is also signed by a Pond.
A Miss Pond. Yes.
A Miss Pond. Yes. Yeah,
So yeah. So you met her, did you? She
I
nice
did.
lady.
Oh, yeah, she was lovely. Yeah, she really, really, really was friendly with everyone. Um, yeah, Cher was with me at the time on that one as well, I think. Because when you go through, there's like the table, and you've usually got like photos of them which you
Yeah.
can pick up and get signed. I obviously had the thing I was getting signed, and Shell went to ask the people, said, "Could I take this?" I was like, "Oh, you can't. Have you got your thing to say?" It's like, "No, I'm not getting it signed. I'm not getting it signed. I literally just would like a copy of this picture of Nebula, 'cause that's what she knows her as."
Yeah.
Nebula. No, I just like the picture. Could I please have the picture? Given that obviously we're not taking one and we're getting our own thing signed. So oh, yeah, okay, fine, yeah, yeah. And eventually we managed to get the helper to actually understand that it's like we weren't picking this up to actually go and get a signature that we hadn't paid for. We're getting a signature on this, but we just want sort of the actual the photo.
There was. It's a story I've told before, but I'll get it out again because it's a good one.
Don't get it out on my
It was
behalf.
what?
Sorry, what? Sorry.
Okay, that's all right. That's okay. I might just look the other way. It'll be fine.
Yeah.
We were at one of the London conventions, one of the
Mm.
many, and it was the lineup. These people sitting together in this order. It was Lou Ferrino,
Right. Yeah.
Warwick Davis,
That's a.
Charisma Carpenter
I was gonna
from.
say that's a bit of a contrast, like Warwick Davis next to Lou Ferrigno. Okay. Yeah. Yeah.
I know they did that deliberately.
Yeah. I'd guess so. Yeah.
Um, yeah, and Charisma Carpenter,
Mm.
who was Cordelia
Yeah.
in
Yeah.
Buffy
Yeah.
the Vampire
I
Slayer.
know who she was. I wouldn't know what she looked like, but I know who she was or is or
Yeah,
has been.
yep. Well, she's definitely a has been probably now.
Better
Um, well,
than I never was.
the way it was at the time is that if you paid for something to be signed, you could just take a photo from the side. So if you took your own thing
Mm.
to get signed, you could also get a photo, but you wouldn't get it signed.
Yeah. Yeah.
There
Yeah.
was this
That's
young,
basically
there was
what we
this
were
young
doing. But
lad.
yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, there was a young lad in the queue, and on Charisma Carpenter's photo table, there were some pictures from her Playboy shoot,
Oh, good lord.
and he basically he took it up to her, and she looked really sort of sheepish and embarrassed. And he's like, I'll pay my money. Can you sign it, please? Yeah, okay, fine, all right then. Fine, she signed. I wonder that's going to be stuck to his bedroom ceiling, probably.
It's certainly going to be stuck to something, probably his hand.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Target practice.
Oh, Jesus.
Back to the
Yeah.
jizzotites again.
Oh, I've missed the jizzles. No, I haven't. No, I have not.
No, you haven't. No.
Oh, dear.
I saw there was another game that works the same way as Jackbox in that you use your mobile phones
Hmm.
to do answers for questions. I will need to look it up because I can't remember what it is. I think I've got it on my Steam wish list. I'll have to have a look, work out which one it was.
Yeah.
Pick it up next week or something for a giggle. We need a giggle.
Giggity, 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 giggity. It's a shame they never did
Indeed.
another use your
Um,
words. It's a shame they never did anything further with that.
I like use your words.
Yeah, but I
It's
think I think we've seen the same like questions so many times on that one now.
yeah, yeah. They never did any DLC for it, which is a shame.
Hmm.
Um, but Jackbox 10's out, isn't it?
Yes, but I can't remember what games came out on that one.
There were three new games on there, and there was a remix of
But also
Village,
remember
I
that
think.
what the dub. We probably haven't even scratched the
Yep.
surface on that because there's so much stuff, so much modded, created content that you can actually just download. That is just. I don't know why they didn't do it with Rift Tracks where you could actually make your own packs like they did on what the
On
dub.
the PC version, you could, I believe.
What on Rift Tracks?
I'll need to look it up and check it,
Yeah.
but I'm
Yeah, because
sure
I'd be happy to pick
one
up
of
Rift Tracks on um, PC if you can actually get extra stuff that isn't just on the Xbox version.
yeah, well, it's everything that you get in the Steam Workshop.
Yeah, yeah.
So people make their own content and bang it on the
I'm
Steam
pretty sure I saw
Workshop.
people even on Steam in the review saying why you're not allowing us to add content. I'm pretty sure I saw that on there as well, but I could be wrong.
Or it might, I don't know, it might have been a licensing issue. I don't know,
Yeah,
but I'm pretty sure I've seen something about it.
but that's it.
Or it could be one of the other
It
ones.
just seems weird that the sequel to What the Dub has less functionality to it overall.
Yeah, very strange, isn't it?
But I hadn't heard about
Here's
What the
that
Dub
as
before Rift
that.
Tracks. Don't get me wrong, but it's a case of you go on there and it's like there are literally thousands and there's hundreds of pages of things you can download as packs and clips and things, whatever.
Why don't you do a snatch pack?
Um, because that will get me demonetized. I'm not monetized at all, but it'll probably get me banned.
Yeah, no, we could do it. 'Cause I know how much you love the movie Snatch.
I do. Seats in the steering wheel. Yeah, what's in the car?
That's
Seats in the
something that
steering
they
wheel.
could.
Yeah.
We could have some. You could have some fun with that.
Mm. Yes.
The only thing you need to be careful with something like that is racial stereotyping. But then again, Guy Ritchie did it all anyway, didn't he? So
Yeah, but like I say, it's done in a fashion where it's obviously a bit more respectable in many cases of that sort of stuff. The any character that's generally racist in those sort of films, you're generally supposed to dislike.
yeah,
It's done in a way that makes them look bad, and rightly so.
yeah.
You're not from this planet,
Oh,
are you? Are you, Vincent?
yeah.
This song is a shotgun.
Oh,
It's a fucking anti-aircraft gun song. Or Vincent rather, isn't it? Yeah, yeah,
oh.
You're right.
No, my body's
You're reaching capacity.
my body is protesting, and I'm sitting on the sofa at the moment, so
So far,
I
so
don't know
good.
why it's protesting quite so much. But actually, we did our past 10, and that's about an
Mm.
hour and a half, isn't it?
That's best part of 2 hours.
Nearly 2 hours. Bloody hell!
It would have been about 8:30 we started, wouldn't it?
It was actually, yeah.
Stream is not telling me the time because I can't see it because it's behind my window. Oh no, it's saying about an hour and a half.
Thought it
Yeah,
was because we were a little
yeah,
late getting started, you
yeah,
know.
yeah. It's an hour and a half we've been streaming. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah. Do you mind if I knock it on the head there?
I mean, only if you do
Oh
it very gently, so as not to cause any damage.
no, yeah. I'll be very humane.
Cool, good, good. That's fine. Before we go, just quickly.
Chow 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 chow.
Right, that's enough of that silliness. Yeah, thank you for joining us. That's been good fun.
Ah!
Up on
Albie,
the.
stop! Stand still while I mount you. Stop it.
No, I'm running away. I'm running. I'm running. I'm running. I'm running.
Come back here for our
One
mounting.
thing you
Come
don't
back
notice,
here.
one thing you don't notice so much if you just did the power washing is all the stuff I actually put around the edges of the maps on these.
Yes.
There's a lot of
Nice
detail,
detail.
lots of detail I put around here as well.
Yeah.
Yeah, chase me, chase me. Um, anyway, where did he go?
I was about 5 steps behind you, and you disappeared. And
Bing.
you disappeared. Washing this screen for no
Mm,
particular reason.
squeeze.
Can we put the candles out? No, we can't. Damn it.
I did try that when I was actually cleaning around the thing. I was actually standing on some of the candles.
Yeah, that's not going to be good for you, is it?
Well, I don't know. It depends on what the armor's like. There's some toxic waste barrels over here by the looks of it.
Toxic waste. Yes, they do.
Yeah.
What they used to say is when I was at college, their joke was toxic waste, Dave's face. Thanks very much.
Mm-hmm.
Cheers.
Lovely.
Appreciate that.
Hey, look, it's
You know,
Deathstroke. It's Deathstroke.
it is. Yeah, yeah, it's very much so. All right, I'll
Right.
tell you what. Let's just knock it there if I can.
Yeah.
Um, how do I get out of this thing? I can't remember.
You have to press start, don't you? Or no, is it? No, is it? What? I don't know. I can't remember.
You can't remember either. Yeah,
I
it's
never,
typical, isn't it?
I never want to get out of here. It's just like I'm here. Actually, I can't because I
Yeah,
haven't got a menu because I'm just a, I'm just a traveller. I'm just like a tourist here. So it's
yeah.
down to you to quit it. But yeah, thanks for tuning in, and thanks to any viewers who decided to tune in as well. Hope you've enjoyed the stream and the silly, stupid banter. Um, we'll be back with something silly soon.
We will indeed.
Ta-ra for now.
Ta-da, Chuck.